Hey, this is Eric at TechnoRV, and this is the learning series for the Garmin RV780. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about routing. And so you've got your GPS here, and you want to set a destination. How do you do it? And this is the home screen here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to where it says where to. And this is kind of where all the magic happens here. So one thing you can do is just in the search bar up top here, you can just enter whatever you like. And if it's in the database here of the GPS, then it will pick it up. So always note that in the upper left-hand corner here is the city and state that it's going to pull the search for. So right now I'm in Sims, Alabama. If I wanted to change that, let's say I wanted to look for a campground somewhere else because I'm in Sims, and let's say I want to go somewhere else, I would go to just a different city, and then I could just type in, say, Tampa, and then we would go Tampa, Florida, and now you see it says Tampa up top. If I'm just looking for destinations around where I'm at, again, I can just go where I am now, and now it's back to Sims. So let's say we're here, and I just click search, and I could just type in one of Tammy's favorite grocery stores is Publix. So I can type in Publix, and it's going to, in my area, go ahead and show those to me. If I want to go to one, I just click on it, and the I is information, so it's giving me the address of that, and if there's any additional information, it'll give it to me here. The P is just parking around this. If the Publix does not have ample parking, then it'll give you additional parking areas around that. And then the two lines here with the arrows is if I wanted to go there, that would be giving me two options to go there, or if I just wanted to go with the best one that it had for me, I would just hit go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the back button and come back to this screen here. And let's just kind of go through some of this. So again, always note the city and state. And so if I click all campgrounds, it's just going to give me the campgrounds, of course, in this area. Some of them do have the TripAdvisor symbol here with their rating there. And so that can be kind of nice. You can get additional information about some of these parks by clicking here. A lot of times it may give you information on, like this one, full hookups and the max length and things like that. Other amenities for a particular park. Again, you can just click on the park and click the information button there. So that is nice to have. I like that. Address. You can always just enter an address of where you want to go. So if I wanted to go to the TechnoRV office, then I could just go 2421 Raymond Tanner Road, and I could click it, and there it is. So all these addresses are in the system here, so, or within the GPS, so it makes it really easy just to enter that if you like. I could always, under Go Home here, just enter my addresses. If you have a home where you're always going to kind of go back to, you can always enter that address under My Home. Plan RV Services, this is where you're going to find your truck stops. So if you're looking for like a Love's or a Pilot or something like that, then you would want to go there to see that. So you can kind of scroll through some of this. Check that out. You can save addresses, categories. You probably want to spend some time here going through the categories, just kind of being familiar. Now, of course, gas stations, campgrounds, rest areas. Of course, if you're on a route and you want to know where the next rest area is, there you go there. Restaurants, attractions, recreation, shopping. Go through these. I'm not going to go through it here, but I did want to show you where it was at, and then you can take your time and just go through some of these and See if anything there interests you. Your recents, TripAdvisor has its own kind of things to do, restaurants, that where you can get the TripAdvisor ratings on it. Oh, national parks, I really like this. So check this out. Let's say, so this is giving me national parks kind of close to me, which there are none. So, but the Smoky Mountains are 400 miles away. And so if I click that, it gives me all the entrances of the park. So a lot of times you might have a GPS and it's just like, yeah, here's where the Smoky Mountains are, but this one gives you all the different entrances to the park. And then the different visitor centers. If they have different visitor centers, it'll give you all of those. And for those of you that have been to the Smoky Mountains, you probably recognize some of these. And then landmarks within the park. So I really like this. And again, if you've been to the Smoky Mountains, you're going to recognize some of these. And I like the features under the national park section. And it just kind of goes on and on. Even ranger stations and picnic areas, campgrounds within the park. And so check that out and utilize that. That will make your trips much easier to these national parks. History, I like this too. So let's say we want to see a historic buildings in maybe a particular area. It'll show you those, and if I click it and if I hit the history button there, oftentimes it'll give me a picture of it and then give me a write-up of like what is the history behind this particular area here. And so you can really find a lot of interesting things to do in an area by using the history feature here of your GPS. KOAs, but for those of you into overlanding, there's some features there. I won't go into detail about that, but if you're into overlanding, you'll understand that when you go into it. Public campgrounds, if you just want to find a particular intersection, even coordinates, you can. Sometimes when we're going to an RV show or something, they'll give us coordinates to a particular gate entrance, and this is where you would enter that there. So anyway, go through these and see what you think about it. The other thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go to a different city here. Let's do that Tampa again, because I want to show you. We'll go ahead and enter a campground here. What do we want to do here in Tampa? Lazy Days. Anybody been to Lazy Days? There we go. We'll go there. I'll go ahead and hit go. And it'll go ahead and route me to Lazy Days here.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And it can give you a couple of different routes there if you want it to. I'm going to go ahead and hit back because I don't want to see that. So now that we're on a route, let's say I want to find a rest area or a truck stop along my route. So I would hit back and then where to. And then I would want to hit this Sims, Alabama, and I would want to change that, to my active route. Because what I want to see is I want to see, say, truck stops along my route. So then it will give it to me from where I'm at all the way to Tampa, and it'll give it to me by how many miles away. So if I know I've got, I don't know, I can go another 136 miles on the amount of fuel I have. Maybe I want to go to this one. I can say yes, go, and then I can add it to as my next stop here. And so now what it's going to do is it's going to take me there. And
please drive to highlighted route.
Yeah, so it's going to take me there. So very good stuff here. And as far as entering a destination along your route. So I'm going to wind this video up here, and but that is a lot of information and about how to enter destinations on the Garmin RV 780.